way that nothing else people have ever known.
Greetings, Special Centurions, and welcome back to our second season of Call of Cthulhu. This will be the second episode of our foray into the scenario Shadow Over Providence. If you weren't able to catch the first episode, I highly recommend you go back and check it out now. Not only is it stellar Call of Cthulhu entertainment, but it will also give you a much better understanding of what's going on moving forward this evening. Speaking of last episode as well, I just want to give a quick shout out to everyone who's already watched it. Thanks to you guys, it's now up to almost 100 views with half a dozen likes. So thank you all so much for all of your support and encouragement on this series. I do apologize for the technical error that we encountered during the blackout scene that prevented the map and the tokens from being seen in the last episode. I have found a way to fix the problem and work around it, so everything should be fine again for this evening, and I will be keeping a better eye on it as well. So I might be able to, go into an intermission and fix it in between time, but we'll see how it goes. The only problem with the fix is that you might end up seeing stuff that you're not supposed to see, but that's Call of Cthulhu. You end up seeing things that that aren't really there anyway. But yeah, do not fret. All shall soon be revealed as we go on to play tonight's episode of The Call of Cthulhu. As usual, can all players please keep track of their indefinite insanity boundaries this evening and let me know if they exceed it. And we will go to our players now, starting with Duane. If you could just introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about the character that you'll be playing.
Sure. Hi, I'm Duane, and I'm playing Dr. Rajbir Singh, who is affiliated with the Psychiatric Medicine Department of Brown University School of Medicine in Providence, Rhode Island. Dr. Singh is a Sikh, and he adheres to a vegetarian diet, considers it his duty to help those unable to help themselves.
Lovely, thank you. And Elena, moving on to you and Horace Williams.
Hello everyone, I am playing Horace Williams. He's a reporter from the Bronx Home News, that is a small newspaper in the Bronx. But Horace aims to reach the New York Post, so he's hoping that tonight's exhibition will be the launch of his career. He was looking forward to it.
Lovely. And Paul?
Hey everyone, I'm Paul, coming to you from the sunny state of Arizona. I play Theodore TJ Jameson, and he is the hotel handyman. He's a veteran of the Great War. He's a recent widower. He works and lives at the hotel, and he's very afraid of loud sudden noises.
He did not have a good time last night, last session. Lovely, thank you. And Kevin?
I'm playing Iman Obeid, who is a Moroccan widower who became the head of the family when her husband passed away. She's raised her children alone, and now they've reached the age where they're grown up. She's decided to see more of the world.
A little bit too much of the world now, I think.
I'm sure she's seen worse, having raised 5 children.
Yeah, one can only assume.
I don't immune to any horrors that are going to be coming out tonight, really.
Yeah, psychologically immune. That would be nice. Brilliant. Thank you very much, guys. So, in the last episode, our characters each attended the Kingdom of Fire exhibition on the 17th floor of the Milton Hotel on Rhode Island. And just for everyone's reference, I'll transfer you over to a basic information sheet about the hotel that you should be able to all peruse. Everyone see that?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that tells you a bit about what's going on. So you've got the 17th floor with the ballroom. That's where the exhibition, that's the word I was looking for, the exhibition was being held. And then you've got the various other floors. And then in the bottom, I'll draw your attention to the information there as well, the conference room, the hotel dark room, and the wedding party as well. So yeah. During the exhibition, there was some sort of burglary attempt by a group of unknown assailants. Several guests, including a Providence journalist, were killed in stray gunfire when the lights went out, and the host of the exhibition, Dr. Caitlin Bronson, was seen to engage in a struggle with someone trying to take the canopic jar that was the primary exhibit on display. During the struggle, the lid of the jar came loose and something inside stirred. When Dr. Caitlin Bronson was suddenly covered with a crawling, living ash that sucked the fluid out of every orifice of her body, leaving her a twisted, dried husk, as the perpetrator of the theft escaped. Having fed on Dr. Bronson, some kind of shadowy creature arose and was able to escape the grand ballroom into the ventilation system of the hotel. The burglary gone awry, those that attempted it seemed to break off their assault, fleeing the hotel with the majority of the other guests. It is now 30 minutes or so later. Power has been restored to the lights, and the police and paramedics have arrived on the scene to take charge from the panicked hotel staff, who have spent the majority of the time trying to keep everyone calm and usher people back to their rooms, as well as keep the rest of the hotel running smoothly without causing any further panic or duress to anyone. Okay, we carry on with so yes, I need to move everyone over, don't I, as well? Right, you should all be back to the gallery, able to move your tokens around and see. You see before you a large man with short dark hair and dark eyes. He enters the ballroom with a slight limp and introduces himself as Inspector Benjamin Drummond. The inspector and his officers immediately begin processing the crime scene, paramedics starting to cover the dead and treat the wounded who had been moved to more comfortable surroundings, and everyone present is ushered to the elevator area for statements to be taken. So, the inspector has a few standard questions that he would ask each one of you, but to kind of speed things up, I'll ask one question to each of you to give us a chance to role play it out, and also it'll speed things up a little bit rather than asking all four of you the same 4 questions. So he turns to you, Dr. Rajbir Singh, and says, "All right, so tell me, is it Dr. Singh, yes?"
Yes, Dr. Singh.
Yes, what brings you to the Milton exactly?
Oh, I do enjoy a good art exhibit from time to time. And I thought it would be very therapeutic for my patient, Mr. Jameson.
Huh?
Oh, he's your patient, is he? I see. This Jameson, is that this same man here?
Yes, yes.
I see. And he makes a note in his notepad. Okay, thank you. And then he turns to Horace, says to Horace, "Tell me, Mr. Williams, did you notice anyone in the exhibition acting strangely at all? Anyone bizarre or drawing unwanted attention in any way?
Say it again.
Did you notice anyone in the exhibition acting
What?
strangely?"
Hang on. I'm touching my ears.
Is he all
Okay.
right? What's going on?
Somebody strange. You said somebody strange. And I look at every single one of my companions. No, not really.
So to put into context, Eleanor's character Horace Williams suffered a loss of insanity last round when he witnessed last session, when he witnessed Dr. Caitlin Bronson being sucked dry by the ash, and has experienced basically tinnitus in his ears, where he's got a loud ringing. I can't remember how long that's going on for now.
Quite a few rounds. I don't know if it's over now.
It
but
should be
probably.
over fairly, because rounds are 6 seconds or 6 to 8 seconds kind of thing.
Oh,
So
okay.
even if it was 10
Yeah.
rounds, by now it would have been over.
Yeah,
So
I still have this annoying whistle in my ears, though.
Okay, that's fine, but you can still actually hear what people are saying.
Yeah. And
So
I also.
he'll clear his throat again. He'll say louder, "Did you notice anyone in the exhibition acting strangely?"
I look at him with an eyebrow up and I say, "I heard you the first time."
What? He's taken aback.
I too have a pad and a pen and a pencil out, and I too am taking notes of everything that he's doing, saying, and
He's
everything.
taking notes that you're taking note.
Okay, we are entering a loop. Yeah. And I so yeah, there were a lot of people. Yes.
Yeah. And anyone acting bizarre? Was anyone like I don't know, scoping the place out, or
Everyone was scoping the place out, really, because
you know what I mean? Stop being facetious.
I'm writing in a note. Mean that
He
Very
raises his eyebrow back at your raised eyebrow.
Okay, not really. The deceased base, maybe. These ladies looked really nice. So no one that I can think of.
What
We're all
ladies?
nice people.
What ladies are you talking about exactly?
The lady that has been consumed by the evil spirit ashes thing.
Both
Come, I
his
show
eyebrows
you.
go up. Evil spirit?
Yeah, come, I show you. And I start walking towards the door.
No, wait, stay here, please. My investigators are still
Okay,
working. Thank
okay.
you, please, thank you.
Back.
I'll get a report from the coroner shortly. That's fine, thank you. So he turns to Theodore and says, "Where exactly were you when the chaos erupted? You're the janitor, right? You must have a pretty good idea of the layout of the place."
Excuse me, and the hotel maintenance manager. Some call me a handyman, but not the janitor, no. And I live and work here.
Oh, my mistake. Sorry, I meant no offense.
Yeah.
So yeah, where were you when the chaos erupted exactly? Were you here? The doctor said you were with him, or
I was here.
did you see anything? Did you see anything? Anyone acting suspiciously, or?
I saw the lights go out. I heard the gunshots. About it.
So the lights went out, yeah, and there were gunshots, and then that's it. Nothing else.
That's about it.
And he turns to Iman Obeid and says, "Is there anything else you remember, no matter how trivial?"
Yes, that I remember quite well, thank you. when the lights went out, and until the lights, people were walking around, and the main exhibit was covered throughout the evening. And the professor or doctor, I don't know what the lady was, she was going to unveil it just as the lights went out. I heard a scuffle in there and ran towards her, and I could just make out people attacking security guards. And the lady was fighting with somebody on the floor, but I attacked one of the assailants attacking the security guards, so there was 2-on-1 there. At some point we managed to disarm him, and the security guard was very brave and knocked the man out. I think you should probably have that man under custody.
Oh yeah.
Lots of shooting, and then there was a flicker of light, and I noticed that the jar that was supposed to run from a body part from a tomb had been broken, and a mist or gas was escaping from it and being sucked into ventilation systems. You should probably investigate that, and some people have died from the diseases that were carried in these compressed jars. It might be wise to evacuate the hotel until the system can be properly cleansed.
He gives you like an impressed sort of not flabbergasted look, but a very surprised look at how well put together your answer is and how many of the boxes you checked on what the right thing to do would be. But he doesn't. It doesn't say anything like that. He just said, "Well, I can rest assured everything will be taken in a hand." But can you please, all of you, make a psychology roll? And Iman, I'll give you a bonus die on yours because of the way you impressed him. He's yeah.
Psychology, okie.
And then your
bonus. Oh, a 12 then with a bonus.
Success. Very good. Okay, so Theodore and
because I used the bonus, does that mean I can't tick it?
That's correct, yeah. So Horace and Theodore, you don't notice anything, but Dr. Singh and Iman, you get the impression that the investigator is particularly stressed, is under quite a lot of strain. He seems overwhelmed by the situation and a bit at a loss as to how to proceed or how best to proceed.
Might I ask a question of Miss Obeid here?
Of course, my dear. Go ahead.
You say you saw a flicker of light. What was the flicker of light? Could it have been a camera flash?
Yes, there was a camera flash, and there was gun flashes, and there was also a lighter had been lit at some point on my lighter, I think, and that got scattered around the floor.
I see. And do you know where the camera flash originated from?
I believe it was further into the room to where I was. Couldn't see exactly because I was in the middle of the fight with the security guard's assailant.
So you're saying someone took a picture? Is that right?
It looked like a camera flash. It could just have been a gun, of course. There was quite a few gunshots going off.
He'll move.
It seemed quite bright.
Yeah, so he'll move over and he'll signal to one of his nearby coppers and mutter to him, there might be a camera in the room. Go see if you can find it and make sure it's not damaged at all. We could do with seeing what's on that film. And the copper nods and walks off, and he comes back over.
Oh, one other thing that's just occurred to me.
Yes?
The person that attacked the professor, they're further into the room than the ones that were attacking the security guard. So I think they must have been somebody that was standing close to before. So probably one of the guests and not somebody that came in through the windows or something.
Guests that came in through the windows? What?
Well, the ones that attacked the security guards, they're around the outsides of the room.
I see. You're saying there were multiple then. How many do you think there were?
Oh, well, there was two fighting the one security guard where I was, and presume there was probably a similar number around the others. It was hard to tell in the darkness. But the one that was attacking the professor must have been standing quite close to her when the lights went out, because I wasn't very long getting from where I'd been standing to the point where I saw her struggling on the floor. So I don't think one of the other assailants could have got there quick enough.
So you think there's an insider?
Or the leader, or somebody that's been paid to get that jar, I think.
The jar, the canopic jar. Right, I see. Hypnotap. He takes out a handkerchief and wipes his sweaty brow.
Yeah, it's probably worth quite a lot on the black market, I would have thought.
Yeah, I should imagine something like that would fetch quite the sum. My men say there's nothing else missing though. There's the canopic jar is still there. It's intact, but there's a piece that's split off from the top. The only other thing missing apparently is a scarab amulet. I guess the thieves must have taken that too. But we'll catch the blackguards who took it. So he leans into you and says, "Look, just between the four of us, I could use some help on this. I'm not saying I trust you, but I mean, Doctor, you're a reliable, reputable man. Of Mr. Jameson, you're the I don't want to say handyman. You're the mechanic. You know the hotel well. Horace, you say you're of interest, and Iman, you seem quite sensible and reasonable, level-headed woman. I don't know what to make any of this, but you said something about an evil spirit coming out of the jar, and we've got multiple dead and even more wounded. I've got the brass chewing down on me like nobody's business, and all the paparazzi already arriving on the scene to make things even worse. Look, I've got my hands full, and I could really use some expert, or not even expert, amateur, if I'm being honest, input here. Do you think you might be able to assist me with this investigation?
I am worried about this mist that was sucked up into the vents, because that lady, I mean, she was touched by it, and you've seen her body, I assume.
I haven't had a chance to get around there yet, but I will see it soon, I should imagine, if it's horrific as everyone says.
Let's brace yourself. But I believe it might be perhaps something like one of those horrible weapons that was used in the Great War.
Oh, you're talking about gas? We've got gas to deal with now as well. Biohazard on top of that, and
yeah, possibly.
No.
It obviously did something to her quite unpleasant, and really, really quickly.
All right. Well, if you're interested in helping, which I assume from your silence that you are.
Oh yes, I think Mr. Jameson, he would be able to tell us where any gas would have got drawn into. Yes, Mr. Jameson, where would it go if it went into the vent system?
It could go throughout the entire hotel. Goes every floor, every room.
Would it not be filtered first?
Probably, yes. Yes.
So there's a safety mechanism. The filter would take care of it, you think? If it's nerve gas, or do they have nerve gas then? It was tear gas, wasn't it? Sorry.
They had mustard gas, stuff like that.
Mustard gas, yeah, that was it. If it's mustard gas or some kind of other airborne assailant, then would the filter take care of it? I'm not sure.
No, probably not.
Yeah. Okay.
That's only going to filter out dust and dirt.
Mm-hmm. I'm nodding convinced of everything that everyone is saying, and I'm writing like crazy on my notepad.
Is there a pump room that would be pushing it around?
Is that a question to me?
No, to Jameson.
Right.
What was the question?
Well, presumably something drives the air conditioning in the hotel. So perhaps there is a pump room of some sort which would suck or push the air around.
That's correct.
Maybe
And I should be getting down there and shutting that thing off.
I
If there's
think
any more questions, why are we standing around here when we should be doing something?
I think we should investigate the pump room, and we should find the person who shot that photograph. That could be critical to understanding.
I think that's a good idea. Yeah.
I'm nodding, showing myself very courageous. With broad shoulders, chest out. Yes, let's do that.
Did anyone get a glimpse at the person who shot the photograph?
This is out of character. Wasn't he the journalist that got shot killed?
Mm-hmm.
Standing next to the Dr. Singh at the time, I
think so.
Oh, then we need to retrieve his camera. Where is it? Where did it go?
But the inspector here already has his man looking for it.
Yeah, they should be able to find it shortly if there is a camera there. We'll bring it to you when we find it. In the meantime, I do have a few tasks for you, a couple of other tasks as well as developing the camera film, if you'd be responsible for that.
Well, I'm going to go shut off the pump before I spreads even further.
Very little about photography. Any of us, do we have the skill in photography?
If I remember correctly, there's a wedding downstairs and a professional photographer taking pictures. Would he be able to do that?
Ah, Miss Florence Bishop. Yes, that leads me into the task I was about to assign you. The other guests, the people who remained, I need you to talk to them, please. Find out what they know, if they know anything. And you may want to talk to Florence Bishop about using her darkroom, as you said, to develop that camera film.
I raise my pencil very timidly. I do know how to take pictures and develop them.
Oh, good. You're just the man we're looking for. And he slaps you on the back.
Stonk. I go forward, obviously. And yeah. I'm with a smile, always with a smile from ear to ear. I'm very happy to help when I can. And I put down a glorious phrase about myself being heroic and helping.
Very good, very good. One final thing as well. Take a look through Dr. Bronson's things, would you, upstairs in her room? I believe there may be information there that could be pertinent. I don't have the manpower with me, unfortunately. We have to clean this up and start assessing and paperworking everything.
Mr. Inspector, Detective, Superintendent, very intelligent person, could you prepare us some paperwork so that we can go around freely showing this to your colleagues, please?
I suppose I could temporarily deputize you, yes, that's fine. I don't have any credentials or paperwork on me, but I'll let it known to my men that you're working with me and helping out in the case. That's fine, yes.
Do you have a star?
A star? You mean a sheriff's badge?
Yes.
This is not the Wild West, Mr. Horace. I don't know what you expect from me. I can't go around giving badges to people.
I have a very disappointed face.
Perhaps you'd like a gun as well while we're at it, and he laughs heartily at his own joke.
That would be helpful. And I took him seriously.
So yeah,
I think we should keep low profile and not be walking around like deputies. We should ask more subtle questions.
Oh,
of course, I was going to keep things on the down low. I wasn't going to announce it to anyone. I was simply going to let my men quietly know that you're okay to ask questions and move around the hotel. That you're no longer a suspect of the case. I don't believe any of you were foolish enough to steal anything from this exhibit. And I trust that you'll be able to help us locate the missing amulet and put everything back in its rightful place. And get to the bottom of this mysterious gas or chemical or whatever it was that was unleashed when the canopic jar was tampered with.
Yes, that is all agreeable.
Great, thank you ever so much. It's much appreciated.
So, Mr. Jameson, you have skeleton key to Dr. Branson's room.
Jameson already left.
Really?
Go turn the pump off.
So have you gone down in the elevator then while everyone was talking?
Yes.
Okay, so let me just take a look at, because the elevator I think just goes straight all the way down to the basement where I guess the ventilation would be, or the pump would be at.
Correct.
So yeah,
Where his rooms are.
Yeah, I don't have a map or a background to go on, so we'll have to do it with Theatre of the Mind.
You did when you were showing us the layout of the hotel. There was a basement portion of it.
Oh, I can take you back to that if you want. Yeah, but it's quite small.
Mm.
If we go back to that, you mean the middle portion? It's more of a blueprint.
Down below it shows the basement.
Yeah, It's more of a blueprint than a map, a battle map.
Right.
So yeah, you're going to have to make a luck roll for me, my friend, to see what happens in the basement.
Okay. What happens is, I'm going to go shut the pump down.
Yeah, but you've departed by yourself. Hard success. Okay, so you get down to the basement and you see the pump in front of you, and you're able to interact with it, no problem whatsoever.
And then I'll return back upstairs to see if I can be any further assistance.
Okay, so I take it you do this while they're talking, so it takes you, I don't know, 5 to 10 minutes, maybe less, if depending on how long the lift takes. It was quite a slow lift, wasn't it? So I'll move us all back to here. So whilst you're doing that, you're very lucky with a hard success. No incident occurs. You're able to shut down the pump, no problem, and turn off the ventilation, stop spreading whatever's gone into the vents. Whilst you're doing that, Mr. Drummond, Inspector Drummond, has departed, and I don't know, is over talking to the security guards and interviewing the security guards now. One of the coppers drags the thug that was apprehended by Iman and the security guard and props him in a corner and says, I believe this was your good work last night. And looks at Iman.
Oh, I only assisted the security guard.
Well, I mean, that was very brave of you.
Thank you. That was most kind of you.
Yes, well, I believe you know what to do here. No funny business, but I'll leave him in your capable hands for further questioning. And he leaves and comes back into the room over here somewhere and starts doing something else with the investigation. So you're left with the three of you. Jameson is just about to reappear, and you've got the 4 other guests and the handcuffed gangster.
So I'm going to try to whisper something to the other 2 without this gangster thug hearing me.
Yes.
I'm going to whisper, okay, so who plays good cop and who plays bad cop here?
You good cop. Yeah, I'm good cop.
I don't think there is a good cop.
Oh.
No, I think you should play bad cop. You're much more intimidating than a little lady like myself.
Talking to me? No.
I think that guy out there, he's the bad cop. He don't know what the hell
I'll play good cop.
he don't know what the hell he's doing.
Okay, my friends want to ask you a few questions. And rest assured, I know first aid, and so no matter how hard they hurt you, I will be able to help heal you.
What is this?
Can I just observe these 4 people first of all? I want to look to see if any of them have got any cuts or anything like, or any indication that they're in a scuffle with the doctor, like perhaps bits of a decayed flesh on them or anything like that.
Oh, I see. You're inspecting the 4 other people, not the gangster. Yeah. Make spot hidden check.
It's under alphabetical order somewhere. Spot hidden. There we go. Oh, okay. Eagle eyes.
Hard success. Yeah, you're noticing that none of them look particularly pleased or happy about what's going on. They all look pretty shocked and startled and on tenterhooks. Yeah, with a hard success. No, they all seem as nervous as each other. They all seem pretty uncertain about what's going on, apart from Florence Bishop, who is just seemingly anxious to contribute. As a concierge member of staff, she's more keen to what's the word? When you get rid of when you get rid of blame.
Absolve?
Yes, thank you. Absolve. She's keen to absolve herself from this and help in any way she can.
With that odd success, did I notice if the gangster showed any kind of recognition of any of these 4 people? Did they glance towards them or anything like that?
Not at the moment, no. He's just staring at the floor.
And what about the 4 people? Didn't them look at him?
They're looking at him. They're all looking at him. Miss Shepherd looks sort of startled, more startled than anyone else, I think. She seems nervous.
I'm taking notes of everything that is happening
I
around.
think none of them have got any signs of injury, like from maybe a scrape off of the jaw or anything like that, or a punch from the doctor.
Yeah, not from what you can see. They all look just the same. A bit sweaty and scuffled, a bit shaken about. Just you can't tell because it could have been from anything. Any of the, it was a bit of a mad rush. People got pushed over.
Can I try to remember where people were standing when the lights went out?
You can make an intelligence roll. Oh, success. So from what you think, you reckon, do you want me to put them back or just click? I think I'll just click. Actually, I can put them back. You believe Reese was standing there. Celia was, I think, here or up there, one of the two. Deodato had been here, and what's-her-face Florence had been standing here the entire time.
Wasn't she nervous? This one, wasn't she nervous already during the event?
So Iman Obeid has noticed that she's nervous, but you haven't noticed because you haven't.
Okay, sorry, yeah, okay.
He hasn't shared that with you yet, but I'm sure he would have probably do so. Well, I don't know.
I might. Okay. I think I was standing somewhere around here at the time. So
yeah, I think you were. You were quite close, and so
I think you would have to ask me.
So maybe, yeah, because I think wasn't she here because?
Yeah, I think she was in.
Yeah, because I think she was talking to Horace, and Horace was looking at the bird at the time, or something.
I think I was here, and then I went here, and when I was here, is when the whole thing happened, if I remember right.
Okay. Well, it was something like that, anyway. That's from what you can remember.
Yeah.
Okay, so either of those two could have got there then, and started to school. Well, actually, any of those 3 really, but we think this one was down there all the time.
From what you remember, yeah.
Okay.
So why don't we ask her? Excuse me, may I ask you, why didn't you join us in the exhibition?
Oh, well, Hang on, let me just read through her thing quickly to get this right. Let's find out.
Don't you like these?
All the escape route open for the bad guys.
Okay. She says, well, to be honest, I'd actually got here slightly earlier than you, I believe. I noticed you coming out of the lifts, and I'd actually finished with the exhibition and was planning on returning down to my concierge photography service. I'm Florence, by the way, Florence Bishop. And she holds out a hand.
Horace Williams.
A pleasure.
Nice to meet you.
Yes. And she says, I'm a member of staff here, you see, concierge photographer. You look like you know a bit about photography yourself. She noticed the notepad.
I do, yes. I do, and I inhale, and the chest becomes bigger again. So what kind of photography do you do? Any particular theme? So I'm going to start asking things that are not relevant to the investigation at all.
Yeah, that's fine. She says, well, it's taken me a few years, but I've now established myself as the premier wedding photographer here at the Milton. I think people like the fact that I don't stand out too much, and she looks sadly at her feet. But anyway, I like the job, and I think I take good photos of people getting married and people smartly dressed and having a good time and partying.
That sounds really nice. I would love to see some of your samples.
Oh, sure. Well, maybe at a better time.
Indeed.
She tilts her glasses towards you and gives you a smile.
Maybe over dinner, perhaps.
Oh my. I didn't expect this, and she blushes.
Oh, it's just because it's becoming late now, so and we're all a bit hungry, and I was thinking we could do two things at the same time when I see her embarrassment.
Oh, it's already past. It's much past dinner. It's like 9:30, 10 o'clock at night now.
Yeah, we can have second dinner.
You just wanted to go dinner with her, don't you? Doesn't matter what time it is.
Start.
So I'm gonna ask you. Were you? So you were in here when all the lights went out outside, yeah?
You asking Florence if she was stood here?
Yeah.
Yeah, she nods. Yes, I was. Yeah, I was about to return to the wedding.
So when the thugs that attacked the security guards came running into here, did you see who arrived, when they arrived, who got into the lifts, that kind of thing?
It was a bit hard to see, to be honest, because it was so dark, and then people were rushing past and going down the stairs, and piling into the elevators, and I couldn't tell one from the other, to be honest. I mean, it was just shapes in the darkness, buffeting and screaming and pushing.
Oh, of course. And I just wrote in the notes, highly suspicious lady.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll leave the rest of the interrogation to these for a minute, and I want to go and drag him over here. Can you move him yourself? No, I can't. Drag him up to there.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. So what? Well, I'll let them do a bit, but I'm going to ask him basically who employed him and what they were expecting to do.
Is she asking that now? Yeah.
Well, I'll let other people finish the interview with those down the bottom there.
Yeah.
And whilst I'm up here, I'll call over the doctor and just say, she looks very nervous to me.
Huh? Could I also make a psychology check to see if I agree?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, make a psychology roll. Unfortunately, you don't notice anything, but would you like to push or spend luck?
Yes, I'd like to push it. I'm just going to kind of...
Look at the way that the handbags are ringing themselves all the time. You keep touching the handbag, and there's something not right there.
So I'll accidentally drop a pen or something on the floor, and then as I stoop down to pick it up, I'm going to sneak in another look at to size her up. That's my push to roll attempt. Here it goes.
No problem. very good. Very close, but very good. So you do succeed in that, and because it's a push roll, you do get to check that off as a success. So be sure to do that for improvement later on. Yeah, so you notice that as you bend down, she's shifting from one foot to the other quite nervously. Very fidgety, and almost seems like she just wants to get out of here. Keeps looking to the stairs in the elevator.
So I'll approach her and say, perhaps you have something to tell us in confidence. Come over here and we will talk.
Well, I'm happy to come over there, but I surely don't know what you mean, sir.
Oh, I think you do.
She looks taken aback.
Please, come over here near my friends where we can have a nice, pleasant conversation.
I'm having perfectly pleasant conversation right here, right now, don't you think? Why should I follow you over there?
I think it would be in your best interest to cooperate. Or this could get rather ugly.
Okay, so I was about to say I'm going to need some kind of charm, intimidate, or persuade, but that sounded like an intimidate to me.
No.
She looks at him and says, just what exactly are you implying? Ugly in what manner? I am a lady, sir.
Yes, what are you implying?
Okay. Don't say I did not warn you. And I just kind of step aside and look kind of smugly like she really ought to be listening to what I said.
Mm-hmm. She seems even more nervous now than before.
I turn around to look at Dr. Singh, very, unsure of what he was doing. Then I look back at the lady, and then I write on my notepad, lady with a hat, highly suspicious.
I'm only going to have someone a look at her. Is she wearing, like, high heel shoes and a posh dress, or is she using something that might be more suitable for rolling around on the floor fighting with a doctor?
She's wearing quite nice clothing, so she fits in with everyone else here. Like Reese is in a suit, Deodato's in a checkered shirt and tie, and she's wearing like a fancy hat, and we've even got a picture of her, I think, actually. Let me have a look. Yeah. Although you can only see the hat, but she looks well presentable.
But is she got like high heels on, or has she got sensible flat shoes?
No, she'll have high heels and a dress and a hat, like a proper ladies, aristocratic ladies attire.
Does he look like Deodato and this lady whose name I cannot remember already? Sorry.
My name is Celia Shepherd. You'll
Sorry.
remember that one day you'll see it up in lights.
Sorry, Miss Shepherd. Does it look like they know each other?
Make a psychology roll.
Okay. Psychology, no photography. Psychology. There you go. Did he go?
It did. You failed, unfortunately, so you can't tell anything.
25 is not great. No, but I'm still convinced they know each other because they seem to be from the same kind of environment. Because he's very posh, his clothing are very posh and everything.
Well, I mean, maybe. A lot of the people that you saw this evening were quite well dressed.
Yeah. I write in my notepad that Miss with hat and the Italian guy are highly suspicious because they could be a pair.
Are they in cahoots?
Cahoots, yes, that's the thing. Yeah. And where were you, sir?
Where was I? Where was I when? What do you mean?
When the lights switched off.
Well, I was bloody here, wasn't I? You saw me. We had a conversation. Remember?
Well, you were not right here, were you?
Well, not right here. No, I was over there somewhere. But I mean,
Okay,
I was in
so-
this room.
You were not in this room, were you?
Oh God! Are all investigators like this?
Well, if the people that
Journalists.
we are investigating about were not lying,
I'm not lying. You calling me a lie? He starts getting quite aggressive with you.
well, you said that you were all here all the time, that you were in this room, and you were not. So, make up your mind.
He doesn't say
I always
anything.
have a smile. I'm always smiling from ear to ear.
Are you being a prat or what? Look, I'm not
prat.
into this. I've had a hell of a night. I've only just escaped with my life. This has been an awful ordeal. The last thing I need is some annoying dandy coming around here and getting in my face about semantics, about where exactly I was standing. I was over there somewhere, all right?
Prat. A-P-P.
P-R-A-T. Double T. Double P. Capital.
Double T, double P. A-P-P.
Make sure you get that.
A-P-P-R-A-T-T. Never heard of this word, sir.
Well, then you're a lousy journalist, aren't you?
Well, certainly may seem so, Mr. Gentleman.
Oh, now it's Mr. Gentleman, is it? After calling me a liar?
Still having a smile from ear to ear. So, obviously, yes, Mr. Gentleman. Can you empty your pockets on this table, please? And I take this little whatever that is.
No, I bloody well cannot.
Yes, you can. I'm sure you can.
You're going to need a persuade roll at least, or
You have-
intimidate.
Okay. You
I'm
have,
going to say something that I think could give him a bonus.
Okay.
Excuse me, sir, but I think you should know that I am Dr. Singh, associated with the psychiatric medicine at Brown University School of Medicine, and I have the authority to declare any of you mentally unfit and a danger to society if you do not cooperate.
He looks at you in abject shock and terror, as if this is like the worst thing that anyone could possibly suggest. He's like, you wouldn't dare.
We have a very comfortable padded cell for each of you at Brown University.
Okay, make a persuade attempt with a bonus die, please, Horace.
not
Out on the other side. Do you still use the electric shock therapy there?
I look at Dr. Singh a bit like in another light than I was before. Not any chance that I could use fast talk, could I?
Actually, fast talk could work, yeah, because it's probably persuade is
It's a bit
actually meant
like-
for longer, drawn-out conversations. Fast talk is meant to
Okay.
be talking your way around someone. So yeah, fast talk. Thank
And
you.
3 and 2 and 1 and go.
Oh, very nice. And you even have a bonus die on that, but you obviously don't need it. So make sure you check it off as a success.
Oh
With
yeah.
that extreme success, he looks from you to Dr. Singh and looking suddenly very pale and on the back foot. He stomps over to the table and slams some keys on the table along with his wallet. There, see, nothing. All right.
Everything in from your pocket, please.
And that is everything for my pockets. Look, and he pulls his pockets out and turns them out.
The inside jacket pocket.
And the jacket pockets. Yeah, look, I'll even give him my wrist cards. And he pulls out some aces and kings from the inside of his wrists and slams them
Keep
on the
going.
table.
Keep going.
That's it, all right? That's all I've got.
Keep going. I go to Mr. Duadato. Would you please do the same?
He just looks at you with a frown, and you're going to need definitely another fast talk on him.
I'm gonna frown at him back. At him. Can I do another first talk? Yeah.
You can do another fast talk, but it won't be with a bonus die. Oh, okay. Hard success. So he's going to attempt to beat that with a psychology roll. If I can find his... Yeah, we'll make it an opposed roll, I think, actually. Is the best way to do this. His intelligence or his education. His education is higher. I think we could use education because he'd know, because of his education, that you're going way beyond your legislation. You're basically just random people trying to interrogate him, and he knows you've got no authority. So he's going to roll education and see if he can beat you. He needs a hard success or higher.
Yeah, sure.
He does get a hard success. So he looks at you with a scowl and he says, "You have no authority here."
Well, that's where you're wrong, Mr. Duodato. I do happen to have all the authority that I need, given to us by the inspector detective himself.
You do not have the authority to search people.
We have authority to do the investigation and what is necessary for the investigation. But no worry not. I'm gonna ask the inspector himself, and I'll see you later, madam.
You
And
can
I
do
offer
so, and
my
you can tell him that I wish to tell him to register a complaint when he is free as well.
The complaint you want. I still have the same smile from ear to ear, all the time. And I just turned to Florence. Was it the name?
The photographer, yeah, Florence Bishop.
Yeah. And I offer my arm and I say, "Could I accompany you to the little table, miss, and ask you to do the same thing, please?" With a lovely smile.
I mean, yes, I suppose, but under process it is. You shouldn't be doing this, really. I mean, people have their privacy and whatnot, but I wish to help. You must understand that. I am a member of staff here.
Oh, absolutely. But this, you see, sets an example for the others. I whisper in her.
Of course, yes. Oh, okay. And she comes over and she puts down just, again, a key probably to her room, some chewing gum, some rolls of photography film that are still in the packets, just kind of stuff that she'd have on her like normal, nothing untoward or interesting, really.
I keep separate, so I'll say this corner of the table is for Reese and this corner is for Florence. So I got to Celia, was it?
Yeah.
Madam, and I offer the arm again. Can I accompany you to do the same thing, please?
Well, how do you do? Am I supposed to say no to this? This is just pressure, isn't it?
Oh, no, as you can see, I'm being a very true gentleman. And I offer the arm for her to be...
Well, you're not being very gentle when you're forcing me to do something I don't want to do, are you?
I'm not forcing you. I still smile from ear to ear.
Oh, good. Then I won't do it, thank you.
Okay, no problem at all. So I've written in my note that the two lovers, they're lovers now for me, have refused to empty their...
Sorry, let's make a fast talk. We'll see. We didn't actually roll for her, did we yet? So...
Fast talk for her.
Okay,
Success.
She's going to try and oppose it with her intelligence or education. Probably intelligence. Well, we did education for the last guy, so with education we'll keep it consistent. Even though her education is lower, she'll try and beat you, and she fails. So she has a lower... Her education isn't high enough for her to know that you're not really carrying any weight and this is just peer pressure. So she says, "Well, fine then, I've got nothing to hide, do I?"
Oh, that is brilliant. Thank you so much, miss. And I accompany her, take her to the little table.
Mm-hmm. And she walks over and just upturns her purse and several items fall out. Just like a little mirror, some lipstick, a switch knife, and
Swiss knife.
A switch knife. You know, a flick knife?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like a flick knife, and a couple of other bits and bobs. Her keys and stuff like that, yeah.
I put a note in my pad. Make sure to remember to ask Celia what she's doing with a flick knife in her bag. See, sir, it's only you remaining. Highly suspicious.
He just purses his lips at you and frowns.
Okay, no problem. So I leave them.
He, as you walk away, says, "I am a museum curator from Italy and Alba. We do not treat people this way from where I am from, even if you are the law."
Sure, of course. And I always smile. I leave them into your capable hands, Mr. Singh, and I'm gonna go and look for the detective.
What's the date at the moment?
The date?
Or the year at least.
Let me just check that.
I think it was 1924.
Yeah, but the date was like summer 1928. So the exhibition is between. Does it actually give you an actual date, or? I think it did give us a date, but I can't remember what it is. So the exhibition's being held from the 10th of August to the 2nd of September. So it's between then. Why?
I'm one second.
Calculating.
I will say he says he's from Italy, isn't he? And this is 1928.
Yeah.
Okay, so and he's just said that his people don't harass people.
Basically, yeah.
I know.
Actually, sir, I believe that you will find your fascist pigs over there do that. I just passed through your country and that dog Mussolini. Is the fascist pigs going around in their little black shirts harassing people everywhere? He came to power in 1925.
Taken aback that you know this much about his home country. He says, "Well, we have our problems, of course, but we do not. Well, anyway, I will not say any more on the matter. This is a disgusting way to behave. That is all I have to say."
It's a murder investigation, isn't it? You know, we know at least 2 people have died here tonight, and many others have been wounded.
And I had nothing to do with any of it.
Which we don't know yet.
And how will turning out my pockets help prove anything?
Well, I know you have a gun in there that will reveal the fact that you were one of the people that shot somebody.
Absolute nonsense. But you can attempt to fast talk because you haven't tried it on him yet, and he will attempt to.
I haven't tried it at all. I don't think I haven't got any. Let's have a look. Yeah, I don't really think the fast talk is going to work for me.
You might get a crit. Not bad. You can spend 14 luck if you want.
No, thank you.
Damn it, I tried. Okay, so he just clams up and looks affronted and pissed off.
After witnessing that, I go to talk to the inspector.
Okay, but we were going to pause it there, guys. It's now 25 minutes past 8. We're going to take a quick 5 to 10 minute break. We'll be back at 25 to 9 to carry on the scenario. Everyone watching at home, please don't go anywhere. Right, guys, we are back with our Call of Cthulhu campaign and carrying on with the Shadow Over Providence scenario. I do apologize for the audio issues that we experienced in part 1. I believe I fixed the issue now. Please do let me know in the comments if the sound is working properly now. Mr. Chef de Cuisine, thank you so much for your feedback, letting us know. I do apologize that I didn't see your comments because not only was the sound not working properly, but for some reason YouTube has decided not to send through messages from chat from YouTube to my OBS. So I wasn't able to read that anyone was commenting that the sound wasn't working and so on and so forth. And we just went round and round in vicious circles of misery. But we're back now and we're ready to carry on. I do apologize. Thank you so much for sticking with us. And yeah, we're just at the current phase of investigation. The investigators have all been deputized by Investigator Drummond, who has left them to interrogate the remaining guests and given them a few tasks to carry out around the hotel to try and facilitate the good execution of the investigation. Take it away, players. I believe, Elena, you're about to do something with Investigator Drummond.
Yeah. I am on my way to go and talk to the investigator.
Okay.
Mr. Superintendent, Detective, Investigator, sir, we're having a little bit of a problem. I have a very big suspicion on one of the people that you left us to interrogate.
Yeah.
He is very reluctant to empty his pockets on the little table while all the other three have done it.
Well,
What if?
I mean, technically, we can't search people without a warrant. We need to.
Oh,
It's difficult. We can't force people to do things. We still have jurisdiction, but you have to understand people still have rights to a degree.
what if he has a gun? What if he's a gun and he pulls it out on us, on all of us, including you?
Oh, my men will have searched the men and just patted everyone down. Everything should be safe.
Okay. Thank you so much, Inspector Detective Superintendent. And I go back.
Yes, while she's away, I'll talk to the Eye of Thug
Okay.
and say, okay. So you understand the seriousness of the situation that you're in, don't you? You're here now an accomplice to multiple murders, not to mention the attempted thefts and grievous bodily harm that you've committed.
Yeah,
Is
what's
that-
about? What about it?
Death sentence still valid here, you know. They're going to want a scapegoat, and you're the only one that's here. Now, you don't look like the sort of man that's organised this kind of art theft. So, finger somebody, and I'll put a good word in with the inspector there and get you a deal.
Okay, make again, fast talk or potentially intimidate because of the way you were threatening him with the death sentence. He's gonna. I'll check what his.
Oh, let's try intimidate.
Against the thug.
Yeah, let's just forget it. Obviously, I'm not very impressive being a short lady.
Yeah.
I think that this gentleman could make a very good test subject for the new therapy they are developing at the asylum in Massachusetts. It is called frontal lobotomy. And so, since he doesn't want to tell you anything, I think that I would recommend that he be brought to the asylum in Massachusetts.
Okay, make an intimidation roll with a bonus die for that, please. You need a 1. Oh no, unfortunately you just missed it.
I'm going to spend 6 luck.
You're going to spend 6 luck? Okay. No worries, thank you. Please knock the luck points off. So his eyes go wide and he says, "Fumble? What? Has that changed? They never did that before."
Oh,
That's interesting.
fumble. Yeah.
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 That's cool. They must have changed it, so it no longer just says failure. It actually announces if it's a fumble or not on a fumble. That's cool. Okay, interesting. Yeah, so his eyes go wide, and he says, "You talk an awfully lot of long words, fancy pants, but I gets the gist of what you're saying, and I ain't liking what you're putting down."
Then you sing like a little bird. Tell as much information as you can.
Look, I can't tell you a lot, but all I knows is Red Jim McLaughlin wanted that there canopic jar, and he said he'd do anything to get his hands on it.
Wait, slow down now.
Well, you told me to sing. Which one do you want?
Please repeat and say slowly.
Mr. Williams, come and take some notes.
Where is he when you need him? Yeah, so he says, "Look, I can't tell you too much, can I? But Red Jim McLaughlin, local mobster crime lord, he wanted that there canopic jar, and he said he'd do anything to get his hands on it."
What, do you know why he wanted it?
The flag, of course. The money's on it so good. The price is way above average on anything you've ever believed.
And who was the person that actually tried to get the jar and ended up with a scuffle with the doctor, whatever her name was?
Whatever her name was, that's touching.
I barely knew the lady.
Bronson.
So you haven't intimidated him. I'm just wondering how far to go with his response. Make a spot hidden roll for me, please, Kev, Iman. Or actually, Dr. Rajbir Singh as well. You're welcome to do so. And Theodore, if you're watching too. Since you're there, you're welcome to make spot hidden rolls.
Maybe not.
Oh, Dr. Singh.
You have something in your eye there, Dr. Singh.
So, Dr. Singh, you see him definitely look at... he looks at... What's his name? Is it Reese? Common Reese. You see him throw Common Reese a significant look of, like, fear, almost. And then he looks away again.
Well, I wouldn't have noticed that, right? I'm the one.
Well, that's what you think you noticed.
Oh, that's what I think. Okay.
So he throws I'll put it like this: he throws someone a significant look, and you think it's Coleman Reese.
Okay.
No one else catches anything, unfortunately, on those rolls.
Okay, so did we have a task to go and develop develop the film?
Yeah, so when Horace came in to see investigator Drummond, he handed over the camera that the police had found. So Horace, you now have the camera with the photo on it that needs development.
Right, okay. So I presume I make my way back.
Mm-hmm.
And I go to Celia, I think, yes. Miss Celia...
I'm going to ask them to send some police to keep them in place in here.
Okay.
And in particular the guard, because we're about to leave. We don't want to drag around the thug with us.
Yeah, fair enough.
I need to go and develop the film as...
Oh, you're talking to Florence, you mean? Florence Bishop, the photographer, or do you mean Celia Shepherd?
I'm sorry, I'm telling this to my friends.
Oh, okay, sorry.
No, it's my bad, because I originally said I was going to Celia, but then I said I need to develop this film, and I need to have I need access to a dark room. Miss Celia, you have access to the dark room, haven't you? Haven't you?
You mean Miss Florence, Miss Bishop?
Sorry, yeah, Miss Bishop. Florence
Bishop. She says, "Well, yeah, I do. We can. Yeah. What is there? Something you need in there?"
Yes, I need the use of it for a while, please.
Oh, I see. Well, sure, I suppose. If it's to help the investigation, I don't see why not.
It is indeed for the investigation. It was given to me by the inspector detective himself. I said that with a big chest and broad shoulders again.
Okay, well, if you come with me, we can develop it together if you want.
Here.
I think we
Don't
should
touch
all
on.
go.
Don't touch on.
We should all go together.
Well, I think that at least another person should come with me. I'm not going alone with the potential murder, but I'm not saying that out loud, I'm thinking that. So, Dr. Singh, would you like to join us? And the other two can stay and put an eye on the other three?
I think we should all go together.
Jameson says we need to search the doctor's room too. It was a Bronson, wasn't it?
That too, we should all do together.
Okay, as you think, perhaps we should let
Time to get.
the detective
Time to
know.
get.
So can I talk to one of these police agents, security guard, perhaps I'll tell the security guard that we're all going away. So if they can put an eye on these people.
Mm-hmm. Yep, no problem. He nods and says, "Yep, we'll do just that." I mean, if they're fine to go back to their rooms, though, right? I mean, they're not under arrest or anything, are they? I mean, obviously the thug, he's not going anywhere, and he looks down at the thug with a grin.
Okay, so shall we go, Miss Florence?
Yes, of course. Follow me. I'll take you there right now. Are we all going then together, like you suggested?
I think
Yes.
I'm not going alone in a dark room. I'm not going alone in a dark room with there could be a potential murderer.
Okay, no problem. So,
Bad things can happen in dark rooms.
the creepiest doctor ever.
With that statement, yeah, off we go.
Okay, give me a second. I'm just reading something here. Okay, no problem. Yeah, so the dark room itself is located on the second floor of the Milton Hotel, as we saw earlier, pretty much opposite where the wedding reception is being held. So you all come down in the elevator into a bustling hallway of activity, lots of drunk people stumbling around and partying and having a good time at the wedding.
Okay.
And yeah, she takes you into the dark room.
Okay, so when we enter in the dark room, I say to everyone, please. The dark room is with the lights on still. Oh, we have a dark room.
Can everyone see this?
Yep.
You have to apologise for my scrappy to do dark room. It's obviously a lot less dungeony and technologically advanced with weird things on the wall, but you get the idea.
Okay.
This is my slung together dark room attempt.
That's very good. Okay, so please, everyone, take your positions and remain at your corners or your positions and do not move. I need you to move away from here, please, because I need to move between trays.
Whoa, mister. Who said you're doing any of that, please, here? And she snatches the camera out of your hands. She says, you may have experience in the field, but this is my dark room.
And this is my camera, and I take it back.
She says, well, you're not doing anything in here if I'm not doing it myself.
Okay, lady, I understand that.
Is there a red light to flick on and a dark rooming use thing to put up?
Honestly, I don't know how the dark rooms work. I've got no clue.
Okay, I know how the dark room works. says Horace. So, Florence, Miss Florence, please. I know exactly what to do.
All right, we can do it together then. I'll show you where everything is. How about that?
There's no way I'm gonna let you put your hands on this camera again.
Well, fine. You handle the camera. I'll handle everything else.
No, you don't. But you can prepare the liquids, and I make sure that when she's preparing the liquids, that can be still done in light. That she's doing the right thing. You know, there's the developing, and there's the fixing liquids. So she's doing the right thing, so that she's not, say, exchanging the chemicals.
Oh, you think she's trying to sabotage? You think she might be trying to sabotage? Is that what you mean? Okay, well, you're welcome to make a psychology roll if you want to assess her state of being.
Psychology is rubbish. There you go.
Yeah, Dr. Singh is suspicious of her as well.
Okay, you're welcome to make a psychology. Okay, so Horace, you're too busy arguing with her to pick anything up, but Dr. Singh, you get the impression that she's genuinely trying to help and that she just seems offended and pissed off that you've come in here telling her how to use her dark room and are kind of pushing her around and telling her how things are going to be when all she's trying to do is help and basically make sure you don't trash her dark room.
Okay, so I will say to Horace, Miss Bishop is trying to help, and perhaps you will lead the effort, and she will assist.
I look at Dr. Singh, and I think he's telling the truth. So I'll say, okay, that's fine with me. It's a good compromise.
I can live with that. Yeah, fine. Thank you. Thank you, Doctor. Yes.
And the moment we switch the lights off, no one moves, please. Otherwise, it's going to be a disaster. There are going to be red lights. The red light can be on after we have developed the film. The film has to be developed in complete pitch darkness. So,
yeah, and it's going to take about an hour or so to get it fully developed.
Yeah. Yeah.
And of course, during this time, while you're sitting there twiddling your thumbs idly, minding your own businesses, you hear rattling in the air vents and a strange suckling, gurgling noise as something comes crawling in through the vent and enters the room with you. And
Great.
I am going to need everyone to please, in a minute, roll initiative. Okay, can everyone see the turn order tracker? Yep, brilliant.
Yeah. Is that one thing or two things?
That is two things.
Oh dear.
So let me give you a description here. So it's essentially, it looks like a gooey wad of dark brown fetid flesh that seems to just sort of congeal and roll around in itself, forming mouths and orifices like eyes and random appendages or sensory organs as it needs them. It's kind of like The Thing. So two of them come crawling out of the vent and begin floating around in the room, looking about as we go into combat here. Where is that? There it is. Dexterity turn tracker. I need two of them, don't I? So just press it twice.
You've got two on screen.
No, I mean two dexterities to the turn tracker. So descending order. Okay, so starting us off is Theodore TJ Jameson. Oh, for seeing these
alright.
things. Sorry, we need sanity rolls, of course. Sorry. Before everyone sees these two creatures come in, we're going to need a sanity roll from everyone, please. As this is your first touch with the Cthulhu.
I would be happy to roll it, but I am focusing on the film that I'm developing. I don't know if you know, but you have to continuously shake it.
Yeah, that's fine. If you want to state that you're focusing entirely on the film and not able to contribute, then that's absolutely...
I'm sorry. I'm thinking that the film is important. If you don't keep shaking it, it burns and it will not develop right. So I'm going to crawl under the table again.
Okay, that's fine. You can do that on your turn. We'll just say for the moment you haven't seen them. Everyone else has noticed them come in and sort of gasping and screaming or doing whatever they do, as we find out now. So those who succeeded...
You need a photographer as well.
Say again? Oh, yeah, Bishop needs to... Well, she's kind of focusing, but I'll do her sanity roll now just to get it out of the way. She rolls a 10 and her sanity is 55, so she succeeds, no problem. So everyone who succeeded loses 1 point of sanity. Dr. Singh, unfortunately, you failed. I'm going to need you to roll a d10 for me, please.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Do you do the left or the right hand side to reduce it?
You reduce the left-hand side.
10.
Oh, no. Wow. You really maxed that out. So yeah, you're going to lose 10 points of sanity, please, immediately, which I'm guessing might cross you both through your indefinite and your... it'll cross both boundaries at once, won't it, if you pass an insanity check?
It does, yes.
That's quite interesting. So I'd never actually experienced that before. I don't really know how we handle it. I guess we do one at a time.
Yes, we're going to have to lock him up in the psych ward over there at Brown University.
Karma's a bitch. Well, the thing is, once you go into a bout of madness, you can't experience any further sanity loss, can you? So does that mean you can't experience a further insanity, indefinite or otherwise? Because one would happen first. Which would happen first? I guess the 5 would happen first. And we're going to need an intelligence roll from you. So let's see if you pass that first. Because if you fail it, you're fine. In that regard.
Of course, he's a near super genius here with an intelligence of 80. Easily succeeds.
Yeah, so you very easily comprehend what you see. And that means that you become temporarily insane. And you also become indefinitely insane at the same time. So either way, it'll begin with a brief bout of madness. So please roll a d10 to see... Oh, wait, is it more than a d10? Let me see it. No, it is a d10, yeah. Please roll a d10. Let's see what you get. 5. So you get a significant person. Oh, that's a really unfortunate one to get. We might have to re-roll that. So the significant... Review the investigator's backstory entry for the significant people. The investigator mistakes another person in the scene for their significant person. We could do that, actually. Consider the nature of the relationship. The investigator acts upon it, and it lasts 1d10 rounds.
So who would I be mistaking for Dr. Connie Landers, the chair of the head of psychiatric medicine at Brown University?
That is a good question. Mistakes another person in the scene. It doesn't specify. So I guess it's dealer's choice. Who would you like to believe is that person? Or
Probably.
Should you roll a d4?
I would think it would be female, right? It's a Miss Bishop. Probably.
Oh, is it? Okay, yeah. Fine then. So you suddenly start believing that Miss Bishop is your significant person for 1d10 rounds, please.
All right. Anything else for now?
Yeah, sorry, another d10.
Oh, another d10.
Yeah,
right,
to see how many rounds it lasts for. Oh.
10.
Dr. Singh, you're not doing well.
Sing madness, I guess we'll call that. So they're like that. Is that right?
Is what?
No, it needs to be in the turn order. I've put the. It needs to be. It needs to be just after your turn, doesn't it?
Okay.
In order to be correct, I think, or just before your turn.
This is going to last for the rest of this scene. Let's face it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, the turn track is in there anyway. So yeah, good point. Okay. Thank you. So that's what's going on with you as you. Oh, we also need a roll a d14, please, for your involuntary action for failing the sanity.
Another 10.
Wow, you're really maxing these out, or rolling high. Okay, 10. So you just swear. It's out of character for you. You're usually so well put together. You start cussing and swearing with every other word.
Okay.
I mean, you obviously don't have to roleplay that if you don't.
So it's not to put our audience through that. No, I'll just say it's in a different language that no one recognizes.
Brilliant.
He's cursing. Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, no problem. Thank you. So then, yeah, we start at the top of the round then now with Jameson taking it off.
My handgun says under attacks. It says 1 and then a 3 in parentheses. What does that mean?
Let me just take a look. What, in skills or combat?
Under combat with the guy, Smith & Wesson.
Attack 1 or 3, that's the number of attacks you can make. So you can either shoot it once, normally, or you can shoot 3 times with 1 penalty die applied to each shot.
Ooh.
For a triple burst.
Okay. Well, he was startled, but not really losing his cool. He's only going to do one shot. Is that point blank?
Yeah, as long as you're in 1/5 of your dexterity, it's point blank, which I believe you are. In this dark room, you probably would be. It's all quite close range.
Mm-hmm.
So they're not in combat at the moment. They're just kind of floating around. So you just get a shot.
Oh, no.
Oof, that was nearly a fumble, my friend, but they're very close.
But he gets a bonus, right? Bonus die.
Oh yes, absolutely, a bonus die because the point blank. Same number.
Same thing. Same number. Yeah, great.
Okay, so your shot goes wide, misses it as it's circling around, and it grows an eyeball out from the back of its body and looks at you. Anything else? Would you like to move at all?
Yeah, I'll step back over here.
Okay. Dr. Singh.
Dr. Landers, what are you doing here? What are you doing? I must protect you.
And I'm just going to jump on top of her and knock her to the ground.
Oh, no.
Can I make a brawl?
Yeah, you're welcome to make a brawl. I guess she will try and dodge. She'll have probably a penalty die because she's not going to see this coming. Well, actually, it might just be an automatic success, actually, I think. Yeah. Because she doesn't see this coming, she's just busy working with Horace Williams. She just hears you shout behind her and you just come running up and just dive on her. And she has no chance of avoiding it. So you have knocked her prone. Are you just sitting on top of her or like...
Yeah, basically I'm trying to cover her, protect her.
Brilliant. Okay, I see.
I'm being a human shield for her.
Yes, yeah, no worries. I love it. Okay, thank you. Yeah, Horace, your turn.
Yeah, I turn around and I look at Dr. Singh with shock. What is he doing? I'm thinking. But I kneel down and I crawl under the table, keeping on shaking the film in the liquid for the remaining duration of time that is left for the film.
Sure, no worries. that's easily going to be the remainder of the counter. Like I said, it's going to be about an hour to get it done. This encounter happens. Well, why don't you roll for us? Roll a 100% dice, D100, and we'll see how much of the percentage of the way through the development. 25%. So you had 15 minutes. 15 minutes into it.
Yeah.
So you still got 45 minutes remaining of the development process. Obeid, your turn.
I'll move to here. I will draw the Luger that I picked earlier on, and I will take aim at this one.
Okay, so that means next turn you get a bonus die on your shots.
Yeah.
But you don't take a shot this round. Okay, but you've got your pistol out now. Actually, that goes for Theodore as well. With your pistol out, you both get plus 50 to your dexterities. So remind me to do that at the top of the round. So Proto Shoggoth is this one. It didn't like the fact that you shot at it. So let me just see what it can do. It's going to attempt to smother you. So it comes flying towards you and tries to engulf your head with its tentacles. It's going to do a maneuver on you. You are welcome to fight back, or with a brawl attempt, or dodge.
Is that me?
Yes, Jameson. Yeah.
I'll dodge.
Okay, here comes his smother attack. He failed. So you don't really need to worry about the dodge, but actually roll it anyway just to make sure it's not a fumble, just to see if you fall over. No, you dodge, no problem. So it comes flying towards you and tries to smother your head with its tentacles, but you manage to duck out the way, and it swings back round and just starts floating off over this way.
I assume he gets to get a tick in the box for that.
Yes.
You want the successful attack.
Yes, that's correct. He gets that check off the dodge as a success. Yeah. The other Proto Shoggoth is going to come and let's see. It's going to attack. It can't see Horace Williams anymore, so it's just going to randomize the attack. 1 is Theodore. 2 is Dr. Singh, 3 is Bishop, and 4 is Iman Obeid. What? How did I get 7? Oh, 14. I rolled a d14. 2, so that was Singh, wasn't it? Dr. Singh.
I believe so.
So yeah, your human shield, it obviously just you drew attention from it somehow, so it's going to try and cast shriveling on you. So we're going to need a opposed power roll. I've got a failure anyway, and you get an extreme success. Very good. So you shrug this off, no problem. So let me see how this works.
It's its mate by mistake, I reckon.
It doesn't fumble. Okay, so it does have to touch you. So it comes swooping down, and its tentacles reach out and wrap around your leg. And as it wraps around, you see terrifying black energies that come out and seem to start trying to wither at your skin and flesh. But then you're able to succeed in overwhelming it with your own power.
And with a withering array of swear words.
It's select choice of withering swear words. You manage to fight it off, so it fails. You still suffer, however, 2 points of damage from where it latched onto your leg, and the spell began to take root on your flesh.
Okay.
Wouldn't it actually have to hit him to do that?
Well, no, it's a spell, so you don't have to succeed on the hit as long as you cast a spell on a target. It's a super powerful spell, which if it hits, it does loads of damage. If it misses, it still does 2 points of damage. Okay, so top of the round, you guys both have plus 50 to your dexterity, so please add that now. Jameson and Iman Obeid.
Jameson is going to shoot at the one closest to the red area.
Which one? Sorry, this one?
No, this one
closest to the red
closest.
area. Yeah. Okay, gotcha.
Mhm.
So yeah, are you firing? How many shots are you firing? Just one, or?
Just one.
And are you in? Are you in with 1/5 of your dex? Possibly not. 20 meters is quite far.
Is that really a 20-meter room, though?
Yeah, I did say earlier, didn't I, that this isn't the right thing. Yeah, I shouldn't be using that. You're right. Sorry, I shouldn't have used that. Yeah, so you get a +1. You get a bonus die because it's going to be point blank, and you're just firing just one. Did you say?
Yes.
So you get a 60, which is a hit. So you do 3 points of damage.
Oh, cool.
So your bullet goes straight through the creature and comes out the other side, and you feel like it didn't seem to have much of an effect on the creature. It is bleeding a little, but because of its roiling massive tentacles, you think you've done minimal damage to it.
What does the blood look like?
It's just like greyish, ashy, kind of dry, thickish blood that just is kind of already congealed and dead. Anything else, Jameson?
No, that's it.
Okay, thank you, Obeid. So you had aimed at this one, which is already injured, I think.
No, that one just got shot. This is the one that I was aiming at.
Okay, no worries.
So I've got a bonus for aiming.
That's correct. And a bonus for point blank.
Okay. What's the rule if I do multiple shots?
So you can do 3 shots, each with a penalty die. So in this case, it would be 3 shots, each with 1 bonus die on each shot.
I'll give that a try.
Okay.
Right, so let me get that up. Okay, so that's a bonus die for that. No. No.
Need a 1. Oh, close.
But no cigar.
No cigar, unfortunately. So you're ill experienced at firing handguns, at firing anything, in fact, and the recoil of it surprises you how harsh it is, and the bullets go everywhere, but your intended target, unfortunately. And you miss all 3 shots.
Okey-doke.
Did you want to move anywhere?
Yeah, I'll go underneath here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to say to Horace, it is Horace, isn't it?
Yeah.
Horace Williams. Yeah. Horace, in here, is there anything that might be like acid chemicals or something like that?
Yes. From under the table. There's lots of them on the shelves down there. And on the table here. Don't use the ones in the tray.
Okay. That's me.
Okay, brilliant. Dr. Singh.
Oh, I'm still insane and insanely protecting Miss Bishop.
Oh, I forgot to put Miss Bishop in the turn order, didn't I? So she hasn't had a turn yet. I just realised. Sorry, lots going on. Let's add Miss Bishop now. 55. So she would have had a turn just after Horace last time, actually, before the creatures went. We'll just retcon her turn now, if that's okay.
Sure.
So just before you have your turn, she's going to try and push you off and stand up to say, "What are you doing? What in devil's name are you doing? Get off me, Doctor!" And she's going to try and push you off. So I guess it would be a brawl attempt against you, a maneuver attempt against you with a brawl.
Okay, and I will continue to say, hold still. Hold still. Dr. Landers, I am protecting you.
Doctor, this is most inappropriate. I have to protest. What are you doing? It's just a jumbled mess of limbs. Brilliant. Okay, thank you. And so now you get your turn, and you're just still climbing on top of her.
And since she's resisting, I'm going to try to shove her under the table for her protection.
Okay, brilliant. So she's going to try and resist again with a brawl attempt. So it's just maneuver. Oh, of course you get extreme success. Very good. Where's she gone?
I wasn't trying to damage her.
Okay, I know. Yeah, no problem. I just need to find her. Character sheet again and roll her brawl, see if she gets anything better than you. No, she failed. So you thoroughly shove her under the desk, and she comes rolling under the desk next to Horace and Oman, and it says, "What on earth is going on?" Did you want to move anywhere? Yeah.
I'm just trying to pin her in there and make sure she doesn't come out.
Oh my goodness. Okay. I love it. Williams, Horace, your turn.
I believe I'm still shaking.
Okay, no problem. She is going to try and slap you out of it, because she's now being pushed under a desk and gone headfirst into Obeid. Iman Obeid. You've got such a difficult name to pronounce. Iman Obeid.
You're the one that gave out the characters.
Yeah, I should check next time if any of them are really annoying. Yeah, so she's going to try and slap you, like I said, to try and get you off. Would you like to fight back or dodge? Dr. Singh?
Oh, okay. I'm the one who's being slapped. Okay.
Yes, she's trying to fight you off because you're like assailing her.
I'm just an innocent bystander here.
By the power of my swear words, I'm going to fight back.
Okay. She fails her brawl, and you fumble your brawl. That's interesting. It didn't come up with fumble then, did it?
Oh, it should have. You're right.
Yeah. That's weird.
Is a brawl a fumble on a 99? Is it one of those that only did it on 100?
It has to be over 50 to be 100. If it's under, the skill is under 50, which it is, it's 35.
Right.
Then 95 to 100 is a fumble, or 96?
96 to 100, yeah.
So I'm going to say you accidentally hurt her because you said you fight back, right, through your power of your swear words? Well, you did say verbal, so maybe you can't hurt her.
Yeah, no, but I was physically trying to keep her pinned in there.
Yeah, so maybe she bangs her head or something. Can you roll a D3 for me, please?
Okay. 2 points.
Okay, thank you. She bumps her head. Ow, what are you doing? And takes 2 points of damage.
Dr. Landers, you must trust me. Just stay under the table.
Okay, so she's basically pinned there and can't get out. So Proto Shoggoth is going to, again, I'll randomize it, I suppose, although I can't see half of you. It's only got 2 targets, which is Dr. Singh and Jameson. So on a 1 to, I'll D6 it. On a 1 to 3, it's Jameson. On a 4 to 6, it's Dr. Singh. Jameson is coming back at you. It's this was the one that didn't cast last time, wasn't it? I need to try and keep track of which one's which. Yeah. They both look identical.
That's the one that hasn't cast a spell. So this one hasn't cast a spell yet.
Okay. So they've got... Okay, they've got quite a few. Okay, that's fine. So yeah, it's going to try and cast a spell at you, Jameson. You're going to need a power roll, please, to try and resist it. So it comes soaring towards you again. Tentacles reach out towards you and this dark energy starts kind of enveloping you as it seems to start sucking you dry of all your fluids. And you're going to need a power roll. Oh no, it got an extreme success and it beats out your hard success, which means it wins the shriveling spell. So you lose 5 hit points.
Oh. I only had 5 hit points.
Oh, okay. So is that
out of 11?
Do you have a major wound at the moment?
No, that was cured by Dr. Singh. He got one
never.
game, but he got cured because he had an extreme success on the.
And I never. I never restored my hit points.
Well, hang on. You wouldn't have got full hit points because it doesn't work like that. If Dr. Singh did first aid on you, the most you would have got back is 1 hit point.
Well, I have 5 out of 11. So now if I'm taking 5, that means I'm at 0.
Well, yeah, but the question is whether you have a major wound or not at the moment.
He didn't before because it was cured by the extreme success on the first aid.
Okay, thank you. So yeah, in that case, you're just unconscious. Because this isn't more than half of your maximum health, which means you don't suffer a major wound now. And taking damage that reduces you to 0 health when you have no major wound nearly knocks you unconscious.
Okay.
So this dark energy envelops you and just sucks all these fluids out of you, and being old and tired as you are, it just drains you too much and you've collapsed to the floor and are now KO'd. The other Shoggoth is just going to go for Dr. Singh in exactly the same way, in exactly the same manner. It's going to swoop down and tentacles will reach out and it's going to try and envelop your head and it's going to cast shriveling on you. So we're going to need a power roll, please. So on a tie, I think, does it go to the person with a higher power or does it just fail?
Good question.
If the caster wins, the opponent targets reason energy. Okay, well, first, did anyone see Jameson go down? I guess no one under the desk. No one under the desk. So it's just the question is whether Dr. Singh, did you see him get shriveled?
Tough call because I'm
You're
at
covering.
floor level. I'm prone as well.
Mm-hmm.
Just keeping her pinned under the table. So I think I probably. It's hard to say.
Yeah. So you probably just
maybe is the better thing to not have seen it. I could maybe check it with a luck roll.
Yeah, check it with a luck roll. Then it's just a sanity check basically. If you saw him being shriveled.
He probably wouldn't have line of sight because he's over here and he's got 2 people between him and them.
Yeah, and he succeeded a luck roll as well. So
just made it. Yeah.
Yeah, brilliant.
Yeah,
okay, so you don't see, but you just hear him yell and go down with a thud.
So if Jameson went down to the floor and those people are on the floor under the table, they probably would have had a line of sight to see him.
Maybe it depends on the desk type, and it could just be solid desk, and you're behind the desk now. It's hard to say. I mean, you're not dead either, so you haven't been fully shriveled. It's more the energy and the fact that your skin and all the fluid came pouring out of your eyes and ears and nose and stuff. So, I mean, you don't look pretty, but yeah, you're not dead.
and stuff.
Okay, so this Shoggoth has failed. I guess it's a draw, so I can't remember what happens in magic draws. I know in offense moves the attacker wins, and on a dodge the defender wins if it's a draw, but I don't know what happens in magic draws.
How about a roll-off or just re-roll?
Yeah, I think we just re-roll if that's all right with you. I mean, the odds are against you in that regard.
I'm just looking up.
Yeah, if you could, that would be awesome. I've got too many tabs open here. I'll just check the stream. Still going strong. Yep. What's it doing? Why has it done that? Oh no, okay, it's just being silly. Okay. Silly YouTube, what's it doing now? We've still got about 20 minutes to go before doing the investigative development phase, so we can't cut it off here. Sorry about this, guys. We're just looking up a rule quickly and working out who wins in a tied power off roll. It's quite a
So I've got one response here says, in the event of a tie due to the same skill or characteristic score as well as a tied roll, the rules state either to declare an impasse or for a reroll to occur.
Well, that's a difficult one to call again because it's obviously beneficial for a reroll for the Proto Shoggoth's attack, but yeah, it would be disadvantageous to the player then. So it's really hard to make that call as a GM. How about another luck roll?
Okay.
Okay, so you failed your luck roll, so we will do another attack roll off to see if you can defeat its power. If you'd succeeded on the luck roll, I would have said that it was a tie.
Oh, okay.
So we're going to do another power off to see if the spell works. You fail, and it fails with very nearly a fumble. So it fails in that case. So you take 2 points of damage as it fails to desiccate your flesh, but the enveloping darkness still dries out your skin a little and flesh, and then it just swarms off again and moves away a bit. Minus Jameson, you're unconscious. There's no saving throws or anything like that in this game, is there? There's just, unless you're dying, which you're not. It's a con roll normally if you're dying, but you're unconscious, so you're just lying there sleeping happily, basically. Well, I wouldn't say happily.
Lovely.
Obeid, your turn.
Lovely. I will go to there, take 3 shots at that one. Oh, I'm not aiming still, am I?
No, you've lost the aim, so it'll be 3 shots will be a penalty die on each one, but you'll get a bonus die because of point blank. So it's 3 straight shots.
I'll do a single shot with a bonus die.
Okay, take the shot, please. It's not going to do anything because it can't really comprehend you. Okay, that's a success. You're welcome to roll the bonus die as well. See if you get a crit. You just get the success, and you do 1 damage to it. So again, the bullet passes through it and blows off one of the small tentacles. It just dissolves. The tentacle itself dissolves into ash as it patters to the ground, and the Shoggoth just kind of glides off with a slight screech. Anything else, Obeid?
Yes. I'm going. You can move quite a bit, can't you?
After taking the shot, you can only move your movement.
Cheers.
Your movement will be about 6, 7, or 8. It should be in the combat.
Yeah, let me just find that. 6.
So you can move 6 meters.
So I should be able to go to here, grab some vials off of there, and get back underneath the desk again. Do you think?
Yeah, the vials are they're basically on the desk. You don't actually have to move to get them. I know Elena said they were over there or somewhere, but that's obviously just flavor. I'm happy to say you're able to grab them in a round.
Okay, I'll scuffle back underneath.
Okay, so
brave Dr. Singh, protect me. I'll show them to I can't remember her name again. Brown, was it?
Horace Williams.
No, the woman.
Oh, Florence Bishop.
Oh, Bishop. I got B right. Miss Bishop. Which of these are the most corrosive? That creature that attacked Dr. Singh. I want to try to burn it.
The acetic acid. Use the acetic acid. And she'll
Which one?
She'll point to the you've got 2. One of them is a 2-gallon jug of acetic acid.
Okay. I'm molding that ready to go next time.
Okay, so just so you know, 1 gallon. You feel like 1 gallon would be enough to inflict damage on it, and you've got 2 gallons there. So what you want to do with that, I
You're
don't know.
thinking I'm going to manage 2 throws that are worth in Europe.
Oh, well, who said anything about throwing? I thought you were going to rub it down. That's your turn. Brilliant. Dr. Singh.
Well, Dr. Singh is very offended that Iman is calling Dr. Landers by some other false name.
Oh dear.
So he's going to start swearing at Iman and saying, "How dare you call Dr. Landers by some other name? You must show proper respect. Dr. Landers is head of the psychiatric medicine at Brown University School of Medicine." And he's going to slap Iman
Oh no.
in the face
Oh wow.
with a brawl.
Iman, would you like to fight or dodge back? Fight back or dodge this slap in the face? Dodge. Okay, go for it.
I fail.
You both. So yeah, it's just a bit of a flustercluck under the desk with limbs and arms and people flailing and wriggling around. There's 4 of you under there. It is a pretty small desk.
It's becoming a little bit crowded, says Horace, down here. And I reach for the other gallon of caustic soda, and I say to Iman, let the acetic acid go. It won't do any good. Use this. And I give her the other gallon of caustic soda. And I move, still one hand with the gallon, the other hand shaking the developing case with the film inside. I move here, and that I believe from here I can throw the caustic onto this one.
Okay, so you're making a throw. So please, you're throwing it. So please make a throw.
From here, from under the table, I can't put my alt and left. There you go. Sorry, yeah, and I throw the caustic onto this one.
Yeah, please make a throw roll to see how well you're able to target and aim.
20.
Would you like to spend
luck,
37 17 luck? Yeah.
How much luck do I have? Oh yeah. Okay. Oops, sorry. Yeah, I should have pressed edit. Yes, I spend the 17 luck.
Okay, brilliant. So the jar of acidic, what was it? Not acetic acid. It was caustic soda. Lands on it and spreads over the. Oh, Elena, you just dropped out and came back in. Okay, there we go.
Yeah, no. Yeah,
okay, no, as long as you're still here. So it coats the floating, massive, writhing tentacles, and you're able to roll 1d6 plus 1, please.
Okay.
As the acid begins eating away at the flesh and dissolving it, it squeals in what you can only assume is pain.
Yeah.
As 4. You do 3 points of damage to it. Very nice.
4.
1d6 plus something, you said.
Oh, plus 1. So you did not add the plus 1, so it's 4.
No, I didn't add the plus 1.
Oh, brilliant. Okay, yeah. So
icon on the left, and I couldn't find the way to. I didn't find the way to. I thought it was going to ask me later, and I clicked it. And sorry, yeah.
Yeah, no worries. That's fine. So this creature flies around, squealing in pain. What you can assume is pain and agony, and dissolving as the caustic acid eats into its flesh and dissolves the remaining, and it turns back into this ashen, crusty, pasty powder and just dissolves on the floor.
Wee-hee.
Ooh, yeah.
Very good. That's basically your turn. You moved and you threw. So yeah, well done. Bishop is gonna try and stop you slapping Obeid. She's gonna get in between the two of you and try and push you off again. So she's gonna make another brawl attempt at you, Dr. Singh. Not to harm you, but just to try and get you off and calm you down or restrain you a bit.
All right, I'll attempt to dodge.
Okay. She fails. You fail. The clusterfuck continues. Proto-Shoggoth is down. This Proto-Shoggoth is going to see its companion go down, and it's going to come at you, Horace Williams, with a tentacle, and it's going to cast the same spell on you. So I need a power roll, please. That's its third attempt at doing this. So
yeah. Do they run out of power? I don't know.
Yeah, they've got 12 magic points, and they cost 2 to cast, so they've got 6 spells in theory. So they've got 3 left. So yeah, come contested power roll, please. It fails with a 96, for goodness sake. And your power roll, please, just to see if you fumble. If you fumble, it might make a difference.
Is it fumble with that 96?
No, because it's got 60. If it was lower than 50, it would have fumbled, yeah.
Okay, so what's it, 99 then, is it?
It's 100 for anything over 50.
Right, okay.
And then 96 through 100 if it's 50 or lower. Elena, are you still with us? Okay, looks like we've lost Elena, which is really unfortunate because we were waiting on her power roll. It failed.
Yes,
Oh,
here, I'm
you're
here.
here? Yeah, okay. Can we just see your power roll, please, just to see if you fumble?
I have something wrong with everything, so I lost my character now. So just give me a second. Sorry,
Okay, no worries, no rush. Take your time.
I'm opening it again. Yeah. So power roll, yeah.
Yes, please, just to make sure it's not a fumble.
See, it's not working.
Are you in edit mode still?
Is it working now?
Yeah, it works. Brilliant. So you succeed in pushing this creature off. Why has it got no health suddenly? It had full hit points, didn't it?
No, that one's been injured. That's
It
the
got
one that
shot
got
once.
no, once by Horace and once by me.
Okay, so it should be down to 4. I see what it's doing. It's altering them both for some reason.
It took 3 from Horace and 1 from me.
Yeah, I could explain the Roll20 reason for that, but we should take that offline after this session.
Okay. Well, the other one's dead, so we'll just take it. So you said what? 3 from Horace.
From Theodore. It took 3 from Theodore and 1 from me.
So it's taken 4. So it's down to 2. Okay, fine. Yeah, no problem. The other one's dead.
You revealed that essential information.
Whatever. It's down to that much. Stop tricking me. So yeah, Horace, unfortunately, you do still suffer 2 points of damage as the spell's roiling tentacles engulf your flesh and start sucking your dry fluids. And that's its turn. Jameson is unconscious still. Obeid.
Okay, so this, let me just have a quick look on here. What's the threat? Oh my god. Well, actually, it makes no worse. I'll come up to here, throw at that with my jar of acid.
Okay, please make a throw attempt. Oh, do you want to spend 12 luck or push it? Oh, you can't push it as a combat roll. Would you like to spend 12 luck?
No, I spent quite a lot in the last game. I'm going to scuttle back into here and get the gun again.
Okay, no problem. So your throw misses, it goes wide, and the jar of acid just splashes out onto the floor on the counter and does nothing, unfortunately. Dr. Singh.
I want to say something. I say, Dr. Singh, it's no good just pushing the poor doctor underneath the table. You need to do something about that creature out there. Why don't you get one of those vases and smash it over its head, like Horace did?
Do you really expect to penetrate through his insanity right now? That just doesn't happen in this game.
No, I'm trying to feel for you, trying to defend your significant other.
Well, it's in fact your turn now, Dr. Singh, so you're welcome to retaliate or respond however you see fit.
Okay, I'm just irritated by her, and I say, you have not apologized. You must use the proper. That is Dr. Landers. You must show respect. And I slap her again.
Would you like to... you're fighting back.
I'm going to try and dodge
no,
again.
that was a double, okay.
Oh, sorry.
That's all right. No, still there's just it's just chaos under there. No one knows what's going on, even the Shoggoth. Horace, your turn. Oh, unless you'd like to move anywhere, Dr. Singh, but I guess you're still just being crazy.
Staying put.
Staying put, no worries. Thank you. Horace.
Can I go here, empty the jug on this thing, and then run back?
You've used the 2 jugs of acetic acid now, that's it.
The caustic soda I thought we were using.
Well, I included that. Basically, you've got 2 rounds of acetic acid, caustic acid, whatever it was.
I thought it was like a big jug, so okay.
Theodore's gun! Oh, you can't. Sorry, can you do free talking in this? Like,
Yeah,
can you,
I can. Yeah, you can do a free action. Just cry out.
I'll get out, grab his gun.
What gun? I don't have a gun.
Theodore's got a gun!
I was gonna find out. My intention was to find out what happened to TJ, and help him if I can.
Okay. So, did you want to?
But
Sorry.
when Iman shouts that, I say, good point. And can I grab the gun and shoot the thing?
You can. TJ, how many rounds did you use in the end? Is it reloaded, the gun? I don't know what weapon you have.
You fired 3.
Hold on. Yeah, I've
Fired 3 or 4, didn't you? So it should have 2
no.
rounds left.
I think I only shot twice. I have 4, unless I missed one.
I only recall him shooting twice.
Twice. Yeah, there's 4 bullets left.
Well, you said it did 3 damage to this Shoggoth, so how can it do 3 damage if you've only shot twice?
On one shot.
No, they only take 1 damage from bullets.
I don't know.
Oh, sorry, I thought he did 3 damage. 3 damage is what it said on his shot, I think.
Oh, I see. Okay, yeah. So it does minimal damage with each shot. That would be why the math didn't add up when I was doing it. That makes sense. So sorry, guys. It's got that much little bit more health. Yeah, so that makes sense now. Okay, cool. Yes.
Anyway, there are 4 bullets left in my gun.
Mm-hmm. So you are able to pick up the gun and take a shot.
Yeah, so that will be handgun, the ability to use.
Yeah, I'm going to say it's inflicted with the penalty die this round as though you're doing an emergency reload because you've only just picked up the gun.
Well, I'm thinking, the thing is, I didn't mean to pick up the gun until Iman shouted that. The intention was to go and see if I could help with some first aid or something. TJ. So
Yeah.
I'm thinking that probably before I grab the gun, I still would like to try to see if I can.
Okay, well, you only have time to do one. You can either pick up the gun, spin around and get a shot off with a penalty die, or you can do the first aid.
First aid then.
Okay, please make a first aid roll.
Yeah. And oh.
Would you
That's
like
too
to
much.
push the roll? You can push first aid rolls.
No, because if I push and fail, I will damage poor TJ.
Good shout. Okay, very respectable. Anything else, Horace?
Can I grab the gun and throw it at Iman?
I've got a gun!
It bounces off Iman's face and she looks incredibly annoyed.
Then no, nothing else.
Okay, thank you. Bishop is gonna just get fed up and just try and push you away and stand up. She's sick of being under this desk. She can't get up. The problem is she would just get up and walk off, but she literally can't get out because you're in the way and pushing her under. So she's stuck there until.
Fight back with a brawl, not intending to hurt her though.
Okay, thank you.
Dr. Landers, you must calm down. I am trying to protect you.
I'm not Dr. Landers. What's your problem? She hasn't even seen. Oh, she did see one at the start, didn't she? She's a sanity check. Okay, so again, it's just still confusion and chaos under there. And then finally, the Proto Shoggoth's turn. So one more spell will be 1 left, won't it? So yeah, it's going to come down and it's going to try and latch onto you, Williams.
No.
Well, actually, from its position, it can see Dr. Singh and you, so it'll roll a D2 and see which one you go for. 1 is Horace, 2 is Dr. Singh. 2, it goes for you, Dr. Singh. Please make a power roll. So it gets its hard success. It's going to do 4 points of damage to you.
Okay, I can sustain that.
And Iban, you see, and Bishop as well, sees Dr. Singh's flesh seems to thin out, and he goes all wrinkly and mummified for a moment as this liquid seems to pour out of every orifice from his body and gets sucked into the Shoggoth Lord. Proto-Shoggoth. Can you please make a sanity roll, Obeid? It's your first time seeing this. Hard success, very good. So you only lose 1 point of sanity. You're fine. Didn't even phase you. What
I've changed that. Is worse than that.
Brilliant. Okay, so we've come to the top of the round, guys, but we have got about 10 minutes left before we finish the session. So we're going to leave things there and get into the investigator development phase. It's a bit of awkward timing with Theodore being down, but we're going to assume that he does survive this encounter and live to fight another day. So we'll move into the investigator development phase, starting with Duane as Dr. Singh. Please start rolling.
Okay, I have really only one thing, is psychology.
Did you not get a brawl? Oh, excellent. You failed it, which means you get to roll a d10 to see how much it improves by.
Okay. 6.
Very nice.
Up to 71 now.
Did you not succeed in a brawl at some point, or did you spend luck to get that? I can't remember. Because I think she pushed you under the table, didn't you?
It was from a fumble. I think she fumbled and got pushed under the table, didn't she? Is that right?
Was it?
I'm not sure.
I did get an extreme success on brawling, yeah.
Yeah.
What?
So that's so you get to roll brawl as well then.
Okay.
Very good. Failed it by 3.
And the d10. 6.
Okay. 12 points. And Horace, Elena, do you have?
Oh, are we doing luck, or is that not
luck, yeah.
every session?
No, we're still not doing luck every session. Sorry, that would be too
okay.
OP.
Right.
Okay, I only have one thing, because I've done only one tick here, which is fast talk. Does fail.
You succeeded your throw, didn't you, as well? You threw on the Shoggoth and killed the Shoggoth Lord. Shoggoth, I keep saying Lord.
I used the luck to succeed.
Oh, did you? Okay, sorry, I forgot. Okay, no worries.
So 8 on top of that, and that's it.
Okay, an extra 8 points into fast talk. And TJ.
Yep, I'm gonna just dodge. And I fail.
You definitely got
So
a handgun in there as well because you shot the Shoggoth Lord. Ah,
Handgun.
Proto Shoggoth.
So I roll a 1d10.
Yes, please. Yeah, to see how much dodge increases by. You get 5 points to your dodge.
All right.
And then, yeah, handgun as well. Didn't you succeed at shooting the Shoggoth? Proto.
Yeah.
So, yeah, roll a handgun as well then.
Yeah, except I'm not seeing it under the skills.
It's under fighting.
Yeah.
Oh, fighting.
Oh, firearms.
Firearms there.
Not there. Should be. Yeah.
On the right hand side of the
Oh, over there. Okay, yeah, I do have handgun. I'm sorry, I was looking under the first 2 columns. I do have handgun
Yep, so just click on
of
that.
60.
Oh no, unfortunately succeeded, which means you don't get to improve it this time.
Right.
Thank you. And then Iman Obeid.
Right, I've only got 2, so spot hidden. That's consistent. And then firearms and gun. Oh, really? This is where this guy did.
Now you finally get the shot. That's so funny.
Yeah.
I have not managed to raise anything, I don't think, in this. So.
The way it is.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't be laughing. That's just so typically funny. How many shots did you take with bonus die and you missed every one?
Like 6.
Then you roll a 12 on your power up. That's so funny. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, brilliant, guys. Thank you so much. Everyone watching at home, thank you so much for hanging out. Sorry about the technical error tonight. We will get it correct next time and get everything ready and squared away so it's working properly. We hope you've enjoyed this episode. Tune in not next Tuesday, the following Tuesday. We might be doing something a little different, but please stop by again and join us for more Call of Cthulhu. Hopefully I will see you there for that, guys. If not, I'll see you in some other content I produce. I try and make content every single day now. So, Salway, till next time. Say goodbye, everyone.
Night.
Bye.
Good night.